Good morning, Amani. Welcome, everyone. So glad you're here. We are going to begin our service with our opening song, and we are going to ask you all to stand. This is a new song. We would love to continue using this. So the words for the chorus are going to be up there if you would join us. This is a good song for raising the energy in the room, so go with it, have fun with it, and yeah, like I said, please join us.
Is everybody awake? Yeah. Morning. It's this microphone. I didn't hear that. Is everybody awake? Yeah. Thank you. 1, 2, 3.
If you believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water,
You feel defeated, falling on your knees, looking up for some hope tonight. You gotta stand, but you throw your hands, and you no longer have the strength to fight.
'Cause you've seen too many sunsets, too many days ending in the darkest night. But on your own you'll never know, If you believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water, Believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water. If you believe,
They say all you need is faith, but it's almost like you lost your way. Took a few wrong turns, took a few breaks, falling behind now looking for grace.
'Cause you need someone to lift you up, yeah, make right all the things you've done. 'Cause on your own you'll never know, If you believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water, Believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water. If you believe, if you believe,
You can do anything. You can do anything. You can do anything if you believe.
if you believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water, Believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water. If you believe, if you believe, if you believe, if you believe.
That was awesome, you guys. Thank you so much. Awesome. Please take a seat.
Next
Yes.
time, 1 and 3.
Awesome. Good job. Well, welcome everybody to the Amani Center. We are so grateful to have you here, and for those of you joining us online, we're so grateful to have you here as well. We are going to release our kids for a fun-filled day, so they're going with Monica. Have a great time, guys. Going with Monica. Have a great time, guys. We'll see you afterwards. Yay. All right, so welcome to the Amani Center. We're so grateful to have you here, again, whether you're online or in the room. My name is Marcy Mitchell, for anyone who doesn't know me, and it's my great pleasure to host today. So we're going to start with our vision statement, and we like to speak it aloud to really bring it into our hearts and to remind ourselves why we're all here. So please join me as we speak it aloud. We are lighting the path to peace together, and that is why we're here. That's what we're here to do, to help light that peace for each other, for ourselves, for the world. And so this is a little bit about who we are, who the Amani Center is. We're an open and inclusive spiritual community, and we believe there are many paths to the divine. So whatever your path is, we would love to walk it with you. We'd love to support you on the path. We have classes, we have workshops. We are here every Sunday. We have lots of ways for you to get support and guidance if you need it, or just to be part of the community. And we're all on our own path. So this is a great way to walk our path, but in community together. And we're a place where you can learn and grow and be. So sometimes you want to be active, you want to be volunteering, you want to be showing up for classes and workshops, and sometimes you just need a place to show up and fill your cup. And so we want to be that place for you as well. And so thank you for showing up. If there's anyone here for the first time, we would love to give you a little gift. So if you just raise your hand, one of our greeters will bring it by. And if you're online and it's your first time, feel free to just drop us a little message and we'll get it to you. Anyone else, we won't embarrass you. So there's one more over there, great. It just tells you a little bit about who we are and gives you a little more information. So we're very glad that you're here. Thank you for joining us. All right, one of the ways that we live that vision statement is through our Circle of Light, which is made up of our practitioners and our ministers, and we are here to show up for you with affirmative prayer or spiritual mind treatment. It's a way of sitting down with someone and helping you to remember to see the beauty in you, the divinity in you. And so our team is here today, and I'm going to ask anyone who's a member of the Circle of Light to raise your hand or stand up. So you can see we've got lots of people in here today who can help you. So if there's something that's heavy on your heart, don't leave with that. Find one of us afterwards. It's our gift to you to sit down and just spend a few moments in treatment with you. You can tell us what's going on, and then we will help you to remember the truth or help you find that divine higher ideal. And it's really a lovely thing to do for both of us, so we'd love to help you with that. If you're online and you want that, just drop a note in the comments, or you can DM us and someone will reach out to you. That is our gift to you. All right, so we're going to take a few moments and just go through our announcements. So it's the last Sunday in January. Our theme of January is You Are the Face of God. And then we have the very wonderful Reverend Sherry Wynn here speaking today. So that is always amazing, always amazing. And then for February, the theme is You Are the Hands of God. And so this is our lineup for February. And so it's going to be another great month. I hope you will join us each Sunday, whether you're in the space or joining us online. There's a wonderful message each and every week. These are some of the classes and events that are going on right now. So we have our Shelf Help. That's a book club where you don't actually have to read the book if you don't have time. So you still show up. There's conversation. And you can still have that good community and that conversation even if you don't have time to read it. So please show up for that. That's February the 8th. And then our drum circle is the second Friday of every month, and it's at 6:30 right here. That's an amazing high vibrational event where you can just come and drum. This is, if you haven't been to a drum circle before, bring a drum if you have it. If you don't, we have lots of instruments that we share. You don't need any training. We just kind of vibe together, and it's kind of amazing. We have a wonderful workshop coming up. That's Eat, Pray, Love with Reverend Mitch Austin. That will be February 18th. Right here in the after service, and that's a love offering basis. So as Mitch said, no one cannot afford this. Everyone can go. Give what you can, and if just showing up is what you can give, he'll be happy to have you here. And then we have another Teen Play date coming up on February 16th. So that will be 6:30 to 8:30, and that's a great opportunity for teens to get together. And those have been very successful. Nicole and Addie lead those. So if you know someone who would like that teen connection, please send them our way. Well, these are the things that are going on every week. Our yoga classes over at the ballet studio across the parking lot. Saturday meditation is the new offering. It's here every Saturday morning from 10:30 to 11:30. And 10 to 11:30. I looked at it and I said the wrong thing. And that's with ministerial intern Kathy Wilson leading that. So there'll be opportunities to learn two new ways to meditate, but also just get in that quiet space for an hour and a half, and that really can be life-changing. So I encourage you to show up for that. Our next full moon will be February 24th. We do ritual, we do journaling, we do discussion, we do meditation, and then we usually will moon bathe. We had such great weather, was it for Thursday night for that, and the moon was beautiful. We had a fire, we roasted hot dogs and marshmallows. So join us for that. Those are really wonderful. We really enjoy those. All right, and today is our town hall meeting after service. So today we also have our potluck. So if you would like to stay, we'd love to have you here. If you're at home or if you have to leave and you want to join via Zoom, Steve's going to drop that link in the comments. It's also posted on Facebook, so you can grab that if you need it and join us via Zoom. Find out what's going on, find out what's coming up, what's going on with the finances right now, how you can help, and then also bring your questions, bring your ideas. This is our opportunity to be collaborative in community, so I hope you'll all join us. And then, as I said, the potluck is today after, so please stay. If you brought something, that's great. If you didn't, you are still more than welcome to stay. There's always enough food, and we love to just have this time once a month to break bread together and be in community. And then one final thing is we have a very special goal we're working on right now, which is to create this Healing Arts Center in the back room. So in order to do that, we still need to purchase we're going to purchase a storage unit, one of the used containers. It costs about $3,000. That way we'll be able to move all the things that we're storing in that room and in the hallway and all around out there, and then create a really gentle, quiet, peaceful, holy space for this healing kind of art. So that's something we'd love to have you donate towards if you can, so that we can get there. And then that will also generate some income, which will help us to get on really solid footing. All right, so if you have not already silenced your phones, please do so now, and we'll take a moment and we'll bless the service. So this is just our opportunity to get centered, and now that we've gone through all the announcements, just to kind of go within. So if it's comfortable for you, you can close your eyes, or you can just let your vision blur. Put aside anything in your lap as we become quiet and still, and we receive a breath in together and release it, bringing the oneness into the space, the oneness that is always there, that is always the truth, but we focus our minds on it, and that's powerful. And so I know that today's service is perfect. It unfolds divinely, that everyone who is part of the service is blessed today, from our speaker to our music to our sound person to our volunteers, our greeters and our ushers, and everyone who helps put the space together and prep for the next thing, helping with the food today, helping with the children's program. We know all of our volunteers are blessed and lifted, and that everyone who shows up in the space is also blessed and lifted, and that people hear just what they needed to hear. They find just what their heart was seeking when they showed up, and that we also bring our gift. Even if we just show up to listen, we are bringing the gift of our presence, and other people are benefiting from that. So in this flow of giving and receiving, of this high vibrational connection with each other and with spirit, with the one power that is animating and lifting and informing us all, I am so grateful for the truth of this, for the good that it is doing for each and every one of us, and for everyone we come into contact with afterwards. And so with great gratitude, I release this word into the law, knowing that as I speak it, it is already done, and that all is truly well. And together we say, and so it is. All right, and so now we're going to do our affirmations. So I'm going to have Kathy come up.
It's time for our affirmation. We'll do it 3 times. The first time with enthusiasm and feeling. The second time, use your quiet voice. And the third time, please be silent and listen to the words as I speak them. And let's begin. I am a divine being and experience the eternal loving presence in myself and others. I am a divine being and experience the eternal loving presence in myself and others. I am a divine being and experience the eternal loving presence in myself and others. Brought to us by our wonderful Reverend Sherry Wynn. And now we have a beautiful song.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are my family. You are the face of love.
And in this quiet, sacred place, it is time for our meditation. And so I invite you to get comfortable, releasing any thoughts, any stress, any tension in your body, releasing it all to that one power, that one presence that goes by so many names. And I invite you to take into your heart that power and presence, into your meditation, into your heart. Feel the warmth, feel the love surrounding and flowing in, as, and through you. Enjoy your meditation. And as you come gently back into the room, bring with you any ahas, any recognition, anything that you heard from the divine. It is now time for a healing prayer. We realize that there is one creator, one power, the energy of love, nurturing, support, guidance, flows in, as, and through each and every one of us. And so we realize that we are the face of God. We are the hands and feet, the physical form of the one divine essence that flows everywhere, is everywhere, in everything. And so I invite you to bring to mind and bring to heart a person that needs or wants that extra boost, that extra energetic healing that we can give them right here and right now. It can be a person, it can be a place. Maybe it's a situation. Maybe it's you. Whatever it is, bring it into your heart, knowing that as you do so, the healing begins. I am so grateful for this. My heart is filled with the power and presence of the one mind. So I release my word into the universal law, knowing that as I do so, it is done. It is so, and together we say, and so it is. And now another wonderful song from one voice.
We need Reverend Sherry up here.
We need Reverend Sherry everywhere.
Always. Everywhere, always.
We are created by sound. We are created by the song of the universe. We are created by sound. We are created by the song of the universe. We are created by the sound. We are created by the song of the universe. We are created by sound. We are created by the song of the universe. We are created by sound. We are created by the song of the universe. We are created by sound. We are created by the song of the universe. We are created by sound. We are created by the song of the universe. We are created by sound. We are created by the song of the universe. We are created by sound. We are created by the song of the universe. We are created by sound. We are created by the song of the universe. We are created by sound. We are created by the song of the universe. We are created by sound. We are created by the song of the universe. We are created by sound. We are created by the song of the universe. We are created by sound. We are created by the song of the universe. We are created by sound. We are created by the song of the universe. We are created by sound. We are created by the song of the universe. We are created by sound. We are created by the song of the universe.
Singing with the whales. Singing with the honeybees.
Thank you for being here. You are the creation of love and light, pursuing your own individual paths in your own unique way, with no apologies, with a reverence for your own self and the life that is everywhere present, regardless of how it behaves. So my topic today is what identifies you. And if you ask yourself that question, you'll notice that your attention wanders into different experiences and things, and you become that experience. That is how we were trained as human beings, and it's upside down. We were trained to live from the inside out. That was turned upside down. Learning to live from the inside means you retrieve the information that yours to retrieve at the perfect time, and that you learn to discover and understand what's going on within your own vehicle. And that can be a noisy, challenging, fun, wonderful, oh my God experience, all at the same time. And so the training that's important for all of us is at this particular moment in time, because it's no mistake that you birthed into this creation, that the I am presence, that spark, that light, you chose in some way, consciously or unconsciously, to be part of this transformative process that is happening on the planet. And right now, there's a increase of light, and that stirs up everything around us and inside us, because that light presence is displacing all the frozen things that have been stuck in our vehicles, in our bodies, in our emotions, in our mind. It's melting them, and it's like that witch in The Wizard of Oz. It is not liking it. It has lots of noise to say, and you're part of that process. And the way that you stay centered is to find who you really are. So I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Get comfortable, spine erect. Easy, gentle. Be with the breath, the source of life that lives you by means of your breath. Gently observe it. As you're observing it, let each breath bring you into the weight of your own body. Let that gravity all the way down into the seat of how you are sitting. As you do this, let your muscles relax, your face relax, your mind relax. Softly, gently, being with the breath. Pose this. What am I? And just observe. What am I? No judgment. No hurry. If something comes or doesn't, it's all good. What am I? Next, who am I? Who am I? Letting the breath just wash through you. Continue to pose the one question again. Who am I? Just surrendering to allowing, to letting, to watching, to receiving. And then, gently and with intention, bring your full awareness back into your body, into the room, and with each other, holding the kernels of whatever showed up. Thank you. So, did anybody get anything, or observe anything, or feel anything? Was there something different that showed up? This is most important for you to be in a process of taking the time to still yourself. This is just a little taste. If you need help to listen to somebody else do that, or you need to record your own voice, it's important to ask the questions that have value. We've been taught who we are is what we do, what we look like, what we have. It's not true. And all of that, who we've been told what we are, what we look like, and what we have, is the ingredients for suffering. because the intellect is always looking for what isn't, what you need to have. It moves out of us to wanting. Now, the desire nature is natural, but to desire from the presence of observing and watching facilitates a more immediate transformation of your own life. It provides through you experiences that validate whether you're on course or not. Because we are a vehicle that the creation process moves through and with. And so I was listening the other day to this wonderful Tibetan monk I just love. He was just so in joy and peace. And this happy look on his face and this sense of well-being. And one of the things he said in a meditation process was, there's 90 billion people on the planet. And everybody wants to be happy. So there's an equalizing process that goes on when we look from this place of the oneness in us, or this presence within us. It creates a unified field where we begin to observe reality from. And without this, we're still in the process of the tumultuous stuff that's going on outside us. And so we're watching it, we're recording it in ourselves, we're reacting to it, we get tied into it. So in sitting down to write, I've spent a long time, and I'm just beginning to get it in steps and stages. Some of what my original teacher told me, who was a follower of Yogananda and a minister from religious science. He was a disciple of Yogananda's. And first thing he did when he looked at me is he looked me up and down, and he looked me up and down, and he goes, "You need to develop your will." And I'm like, what? The hell is that? What is that? And I felt very seen and bare and very loved, all at the same time. And when I first was sent to see him, because I don't do things sometimes willingly. Sometimes I'm being dragged to the place. My head's, well, I should go. No, I'm not going to go. I should go. Well, I shouldn't go. I didn't. Well, I don't know. Maybe I go. Until I show up. And then when I showed up to be with this man, then my intuitive voice, you need to be here. You need to be here. You need to serve. You need to be here. You need to be here. Here's your teacher. I live in Oakhurst. It's 65 miles away. I have 2 children in 2 different schools, and I'm a working mother with no money. And I'm like, okay. And so and there were a lot of things that happened before that, but that in classes with him, one of the first things he said, and it still applies today, where you put your attention, everything follows. So that was the training about the will, not the ego will, but the spiritual will, to connect myself to the will. There's a will in each center, okay? And so we're required to learn how to be in our own vehicle if we want what we want. It's the testing ground. We're the petri dish. We're the experience of. And so this learning to be in your body. What is a body? How does it function? we get all kinds of information about what it's supposed to look like, how it's supposed to behave, but less about what is its initial function? How does it work in the world? How does it work for me, for you? When is it not functioning in a way that supports us? What do we do with that? That's probably, we get more information about that than anything else, and we can make ourselves crazy trying to fix it. Our job is not to fix it. Our job is to be in companionship with it and be aware of it and listen to it and hear what it is that it has to say, and then be willing to work with it. Then there's the emotional body. And that's a whole nother function in how it works. And it works, it's entangled with it, with the physical body. There's an emotional body. And so you go on a coursework. And in this day and age where we've been raised, we've had some more information than maybe our generations prior to us didn't, because there was discoveries in this, the psychology of things. And then there's the intellect. And the intellect is a whole nother field. And in our culture, the intellect was deemed the God. And we were measured in school by our intellectual ability. And so if we fall short from that, we feel, and if we fall short from any of those, if we fall short from being in our emotional vehicle that's supported and loved, we're out of the tribe. If our bodies don't look away, we're out of the tribe. So there's all this polarization that goes on that we learn. And then there's many other bodies. There's causal. We come here to engage in what we call spirit, or that one energy. And what is that? It's a very fine, higher frequency vibration. And you can't get there by storming the castle. You can storm the castle, rage, cry, which I've done all those things, and processes. And what I've discovered is that is how the me that I am has released a lot of stuff. It lets go of things. But it took me a while to see that. And I had to understand that that was a choice. I've told you a lot. I'm a crybaby. I have paid Rayleigh so much money for boxes of Puffs Kleenex. I have it everywhere in my house. When I get up in the morning and there's a process that's been going on with my dream state, I'm like, oh, are we doing this again? My intention is to sit down and meditate, and I'm leaking, I'm crying. Okay, so something's happening. And I've learned to be witness to it without shutting it down, making it wrong, doing something about it, and let whatever this process in my field is happening, happen. And I've been able to, in this watching process, dive deep into these vehicles that I am in, so I can help remove the old patterns. And we all do it differently. There's not a way to do it. There's a discovery process through you. You might go through the process of lifting weights and getting quiet, or running, or doing music, or cooking, or doing art, or meditation, or yoga, or prayer, or service. There's infinite ways that we can tap into this unified field that's individualized as us. And in order for us to tap into that spiritual self, we need to develop the art of discernment. And the art of discernment happens from, again, the inside out, being aware of what's going on in my vehicle. Where did my attention go? What is going on in my thought process? What's going on in my emotional self? What's going on in my physical body? And learning to do this while I'm still in a life. You know, I always thought, well, and I created this, and I'm sure it's because I spent a lot of time in monasteries and ashrams and did a lot of this before, that at this time, I would maybe find a master or a teacher, and I would be in that again. And what I woke up to is, no, this time you learn how to do it on your own. This is a learn-as-you-go process, beginning to trust that there is that something in you that is the power and the source of you, and that's a job. That's my job. So being able to discern takes time, willingness, bravery, facing the iniquities of your own self in the company of others can be difficult. I remembered when I came up with one of my core issues, I don't like to be embarrassed in front of other people. And so I was, of course, that many times until I gained my sense of humor and went, we're all doing this together. And I learned how to love myself or love others first. That was my training from my family. But it's been late in life that I hit on, you have to learn to love yourself. And that's been a long, arduous coursework for me because I had a lot of programs about how I wasn't enough. We all know this. I'm not talking to anything that you don't already have an awareness of. Maybe it's just a different bent. But that's why we come together in spiritual community, is to be witness to and open to others' way of being, to be forgiving and kind and considerate, and to learn to be present for each other, including ourselves, with less judgment. We can look out and we see what judgment, well, let's just boil it down. We can look out at the world and see what fear is capable of in all its atrocities. And there's a lot of people that are caught up in the noise of that because now, and we have this little thing that we carry around. I caught myself the other day. I get up, I make my coffee, and there's my phone. And I thought, put your phone away. It's like, put your phone away. And it was a challenge because I spend a lot of time by myself. It's, well, what if somebody calls me? Well, what if nobody calls you? What if you look at your screen and nobody calls you? Oh, nobody loves me. I'm not important. So this little screen, this thing that we're involved in, and it's not going away. And this is part of our reality, and it has some wonderful things for us. It's changed the landscape of working. As a working mother, I could have been home working, taking care of my family, working, not being on the road here and dragging all these kids, trying to get it's wonderful. There's a lot of good things about it. You can find infinite number of beautiful things wherever you look. Again, who are you? What are you? And what are you doing with your attention? You have a certain amount of energy that fluctuates in your vehicle, and you want to learn how to modulate that and do that so you don't burn yourself out, because I have many times crashed myself to burning rubble till there wasn't anything left over, so I had to listen. And I know you're a lot smarter than I am, so you're going to have maybe do that in a different way. So what are the ways in which we as individuals come to our interior world and stay there without disappearing so often? How do we do this? Anybody? Yes. Take a breath. What else? Practice. Meditate. Focus. Gratitude. What else? Intention. What else? Did I hear grounding? Okay. Nature. Love. Okay. This is the process, is to reveal the what you are as you. This is removing the muck, the pain, the fear, the junk that we have in our vehicles. And we do this one breath at a time. One breath at a time. Because what we want to be able to do is once we find that stability in our amness, then we can go out into the larger world and not lose the connection. And that takes diligence and practice. And if we've been training our families to meet us in another way, I must share myself. I was the one that everybody went to when they were broken. So that was my identity. I would be the helper. And so I did that for a long time until I was broken. And I needed help. And I kept looking at everybody thinking they were going to help. Oh no, I trained them. And so I had to be a new person long enough so they finally got that. So when we make shifts in our own consciousness, look at how long it takes us as individuals to do that. And we have trained the people that are around us to view us in a particular way. So when we change the rules, we need to be kind enough and compassionate enough with others and not blame them for them being who they are. Because we're all like that. We all need time to learn new skills and tools. We all need time to practice them. We all need time to figure out what works and doesn't work, how it works, when it works. We have to get to the point of, I love coming to the community, and one of the things I wanted was to be able to sing. And I was offered the opportunity with the one voice to sing, and then I realized that I have only so much energy. And often at the end of the day, I could drink more coffee, transcend the situation, make myself do it, and then I would reap the consequences. So I know that I have indications in my life of a changing vehicle. And I either worry about it, try to make it different, fix it, moan about it, talk about it, or I just go back to leading myself and caring for myself like I would for all the people I love. And we all know that. We know how to love the people we love, be kind and generous to them, to give them a break when they're falling apart. But this is what we need to do with ourselves. And that's how we get strong. That's how we get anchored in. That's how we're able to be more aware of our intuitive process. So find the who you are and the what you are. And the who you are and the what you are is not what you were told. The who I am is space. The who I am is light. The who I am is present. The who I am is love and will. So, and I come in and out of that. We all come in and out of that. But when we find that, what it is, we start to be able to sneak into or recognize how we sink into that. What is that? And I want to say challenge you. I invite you on this tender, powerful, magical self-discovery, because we are all pilots of our own starcraft on this glorious adventure. Namaste.
Thank you, Reverend Sherry. That was wonderful. That's why we show up on Sunday, so we can get that kind of input and raising up and just guidance coming straight through. So thank you for doing that for us. All right, now it's our joyful time of giving. So this is our opportunity to support the Amani Center. And so here are some ways that you can do it. And there are also cards in the white seat backs that you can scan with your phone if you'd rather do it that way. We are a self-sustaining, independent center. So there's no mother church, there's nobody supporting us. And we're doing this together. We're doing it as a community, as a team. And that's the only way it works. So we are so appreciative for everyone who shows up and with their time and their tithes, their gifts, whatever it is you're bringing. This is the only way we can do it. And so we're so grateful for you. And so I'm going to bring Kathy up to do a treatment for our tithes as we hold them and prepare to put them in the basket.
I invite you to take your tithes and offerings, put them next to your heart, and feel and know in your heart and in your mind that the energy of money is supportive, loving, and kind. Kind to you, kind to Amani, and it is prosperity in action. Prosperity in whatever it is that you want to give. And we are so grateful for this. It allows everything that takes place here. It allows for the community to keep its doors open, the lights on, the wonderful classes, the great speakers. This is our home. And so I invite the what? I thank you, Sherry. I was in the talk zone. Okay. I invite the ushers to come forward and accept these tithes and offerings.
Let me walk to the banks of the river of love, where the current runs deep, baptized in the one, where there's no separation and light is all we see, honoring all of our differences, and love will set us free. Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. I said, oh, you rock my soul. past. It's time to requalify. Let's not forget to learn to forgive. Lord knows we gotta try. It's my responsibility to heal the wounds in me. Compassion, faith, and truth, and love, and the truth will set us free. Yeah, Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. I said, oh, you rock my soul. I said, oh, you rock my soul. Yeah, yeah. I said, oh, you rock my soul. Woo!
On behalf of Amani, I gratefully receive these gifts and ties. What can I say? You guys rock. Wow. Where else can you go and get fed this way, this powerfully, but here at Amani with all of you? Thank you. Thank you so much. And together we say, and so it is.
All right, we're going to bring in the kids.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
All right. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
We had a nice time today at the Children's Church, and we actually had two stories. The first one is called You Are a Story, and it talks about how we each come into the world and we start creating our story, our life story from the very beginning, and how we each take different paths and make different decisions and have different experiences. So we're all unique. There's no one else like us, right? So let's say that together.
I am unique, and no one is like me. I'm unique, and nobody's like me.
So we made snowflakes today to remind us that we are all different, just like all the billions and gazillions of snowflakes out there. Each one is different, and each one is beautiful and special. All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, guys, and thank you, Monica, for leading the kids today. So just a reminder, today we have our town hall that's going to start at about 12, but first we have potluck. So please do stay, enjoy some food. It's gorgeous outside, and Christoph put the pillows out and wiped the tables down so you can eat inside or outside. And then at about 12 o'clock after that, we'll gather here for our town hall. As far as the chairs, let's start by just stacking after service this side, and we'll leave these out for anyone for the town hall. All right, thank you all so much, and we're going to stand and sing our closing song together.
3, 4. The presence is here. The presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. Amen. The presence is here.
souls and the light of your being enjoy your very precious life. So it is.